Hello, my name's Suzanne and I'm a student on BA Business and Human Resource Management. This is my Johari window before our awareness session on dignity and respect for all. This is my known self, things we know about ourselves and others know about us. People perceive me to be a happy, carefree and a committed person, a person who is always willing to give a helping hand to others in need, being friendly in my approach, reliable, honest, dedicated, the nurturing kind, who is professional and determined. I'm a private person with my home life. This is probably my hidden self. I really trust a person to disclose my home life, to share it with them. I'm very self-conscious and worried about how others perceive me. I have a lot of ideas, but I am very indecisive when confronted with a subject that I'm not too knowledgeable about. If I don't have time to reflect and think of what to say, I get chewed and I dwell on it. My blind self, things others know about us that we don't know about ourselves. My husband thinks I'm very selfish and don't have any thought for others at the moment, that I have become a really different person since studying and I've lost my sense of humour. In reflection, maybe I have, as the pressures from home and family are an extremely heavy workload, having 2 active children with sports and a husband who works away, parents who live in a different country, is quite a heavy burden, but it's something I chose to do. Maybe I have to try hard to be more collaborative with my family. My unknown self, things we know, others know about us. This is the side when I am really frustrated that I don't know which way I'll turn, whether I'll be Mrs. Nice, sarcastic, or just flip into Mrs. Angry. Mrs. Angry is not a side of me, a one that just springs upon me whilst I'm stressed, which my family do not like to see, but they are the only people that actually really experience that side of me, as I feel as though I can control it in certain circumstances, but who knows, if a really bad circumstance hit me, how I would react. I haven't really had one yet in the student environment. Then when I did this Johari window, I thought I would self-reflect after our awareness session. So then I looked again at my own self. The main concern of mine is that sometimes I can be so nice that it could be to my detriment, that people take advantage of my good nature. In reflection, this has happened in the awareness sessions, and others have reflected these thoughts in their responses to me, which I need to reflect upon and maybe address certain situations differently. Or maybe this will have an opposite effect on fellow students and look at the experience at me being a role model and will be influenced by my commitment. In reflection, I was very focused to get the task done. I had given the awareness sessions 150% of my effort and time, but maybe in reflection, yes, I do add self-pressure, as was pointed out to me. I know that I like to be a leader rather than to be led, and I would like to think, with my previous roles, I am a skilled influencer. I feel this was confirmed in my self-reflection statements like influence the train of thought and main strength appears to be helping others, and that I can be relied upon. My hidden self is indicated in my previous Johari window. I'm very self-conscious. This was so obvious to myself in the awareness session when it was played back. I could have cringed continuously saying, I'm doing this video to try and combat my fears, as I need to demonstrate the ability to overcome my nerves and be personally credible for my achievements. Frustrations that I build up inside were overwhelming, bottling things up about my feelings and not sharing them with the people concerned. In reflection, if others were to know my troubles that I've been having, I had an attack of the nervous system, and not missing a day at university with my health, they would have probably felt bad in reflection. This is part of pushing myself too far and being a private person who doesn't like fuss and just gets on with things. My blind self. It was pointed out to me that I am a control freak. May I add, not by a member of the team. I was not sure how to take that comment, as being a manager for 22 years. I'm used to having people ask me what to do, to show and explain to them how to do it. Maybe in reflection I still do this unintentionally, though in the student environment, as I suppose old habits do die hard. Maybe I have to be more aware of this. Limits in being tactful was highlighted to me by an international student within my reflection questionnaire. This was a shock to me, as I feel I am quite tactful in my approach, as my emotional intelligence score was quite high. In reflection, I need to have the courage to challenge the individual in more depth, as I am curious to see where I am going wrong, as this could be detrimental to people that I am not aware of performing. Being more culturally aware about different religions is a way of overcoming this fear, which was highlighted in my lack of knowledge in the group awareness session of religion and belief, as I was out of my comfort zone. My unknown self. What is not clear in my self-reflection questionnaire is my other side, when I am at the point of breaking, when I get so frustrated that I am no longer Mrs. Nice. I have to make a sharp exit after the awareness session, as I could feel frustration brewing and I had to control this. Yes, I do get stressed, agitated, angry, shout and scream, but control behind closed doors. Maybe some people need to see this side of me to realise that I am not perceived to be a pushover. Maybe the bossy aspect that is seen in me illustrates that I can be more authoritative, and depending on the role I play, example at work, home or university, including circumstances faced with and positions held. Frustration is where my unknown self could just evolve. I walk away rather than confronting people in the student environment, as I feel my age alone can be so domineering, let alone screaming and shouting. But if things go too far, who knows? Thank you.